What's up, guys? We'll wait for a few more people to show up. Hey, buddy, how's it going? So, like the title says, we're going to be doing a live question and answer. So go ahead and just shoot questions, and I'll go ahead and answer them right off the bat. All right. I'm doing great. How are you? Hey, guys. Thanks for showing up. Man. Yeah, you weren't first this time. That's cool. It's all good, though. You're here. Wow, I'm surprised how many people are showing up right now. It's pretty quickly. All right, so I'm going to just kind of let some questions pile up, and then I'll start working my way through them. Thanks for showing up, everyone. We already got 67 people. That's pretty good already. All right, let's go ahead and start working through some of this. So let's see. All you guys are saying hi. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys showing up. I'm doing good, Jacob. Hey, guys. Okay, so Daniel asks, how long have I been towing? Okay, so I've been towing. I've had my license since I turned 16. I've driven a flatbed, I guess you can say, since I was 16, but I've driven heavy duty since I turned 18. But previously, before that, I was always riding along with the drivers, and really quick, guys, can you hear me all right? Everyone see me all right? Hear me all right? Just want to make sure that you guys can all hear me, see me. Let's see. You guys hear me, see me? All right, cool. Just making sure. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Okay, Caden asks, what year is my Pete? It's a 2016 Peterbilt 389 with a Miller Industries 35 ton, a 7035 is the model. Hey, thanks for the nice comments. When are you going to get better chain to tie things down on land dolls? I don't know what you mean by better chain. Grade 70 is typically referred to as transport chain, and that's pretty industry standard for that matter in terms of hauling equipment. Any landall that runs down the road pretty much runs that chain. Sure, there's instances where you need a heavier chain, but for everything that we do, we don't need anything heavier. Hopefully I answered your question on that. How did the truck fire turn out? Good. You guys saw the video on that. And if you mean how it started, I believe it was just a simple electrical fire in the fuse box there. I plan on doing a truck tour, especially a my tour, a detailed tour, Kevin. So stay tuned for that. Kirby asks, how many drivers do we have? We currently have 25 employees. Probably 19 drivers, I'd say. Trucker Swag, where are you located? We have 2 locations, Indio, California, and Palm Desert, California. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Have I ever ran a rotator? No, I have not. Never ran one, never driven one. Maybe one day. It'd be pretty cool. You don't have a question, that's cool. Just appreciate it if you watch. You should be sleeping. Yeah, I should be studying for finals, but it's all right. How did you think of the name Plaza Towing? Well, my grandfather came up with the name. Don't really know how he came up with the name. And then my dad carried that name on, and that's where I came. So that's the name of the company, Plaza Towing. How many trucks do you, Trent? How many trucks do we have, I'm assuming? 33 trucks, 33. When are you going to be back showing you how not Darrell? Darrell is a great tow operator just like you. Yeah, I have so many videos of that Darrell has videotaped that I'm working my way through. And since I haven't been in the Valley, I'm studying for finals and everything, wrapping it up this week. Then we'll get back in the grind of kind of alternating between me and him. But hopefully you guys are still enjoying that content. Just trying to get you guys content every day. Unfortunately, the next 2 days I won't have any content out because I'm away from my editing station. But just stay tuned because after Thursday, we're going full 100%. Hey, thanks for the nice comments. Oh, shoot, hang on. Let's see. How many recoveries have you had? Too many to count. I couldn't even tell you. A lot. Did you get free Coachella tickets? Kind of. They're like work passes. They're limited on what we can do. But because we are working during the festival, we have work credentials. But there's no like free handouts, if that's what you're asking. Be pretty cool though. They take care of us. How many tow trucks do you guys have? Like I said, about 33 trucks. Next video, probably shooting for Thursday night. Thursday night's pretty good. Who started the company and when was it open? My grandfather opened the company and he started the company. I couldn't even tell you, but it was a while ago. Do you pick your loads? You mean in like terms of tows? I'll get back to your question. Try to reword that so I can answer a little better. I want to just make sure that I answer that the right way. What do you keep in the headache racks of the landalls? Extra straps, chains, binders. That's pretty much what's up in there. Just extra stuff that doesn't really get used all the time, but can be used. I wouldn't really use grade 70 chain. I mean, it's fine, but I use grade 100 5/16 chain on my flatbed when I tow equipment. Yeah, I hear you. There's a time and place for it, but for the most part, everything that we tow is well within the working load limits of a grade 70 chain. But I hear you. What's the money pit? The money pit is what we refer to as the place where everyone gets stuck. It's pretty much a nightly occurrence on semis getting stuck in the money pit. Here's my Facebook. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get to you. How many recoveries have you been to? Like I said, hard to say. I don't even know. Too many. Can you do a double upload tomorrow? I wish. I have enough videos to do it. I'm just away from the editing station. Keeps taking me to the bottom. Let's see. Okay. Make sure you move your thumbnails, the timestamp. Yeah, I noticed that, and I saw all your guys' comments on that, so I'll make sure to change that in the future. Good. I'm glad you guys like the videos of Darrell working. Heaviest truck you've hauled. I don't think I've towed anything heavier than 80,000 pounds, a fully loaded truck and trailer. So that's 80,000 pounds there, about 44,000 pounds on my trucks, or 124,000 pounds total. But I'm sure one day I'll get on like a big stretch or a big like low bed with a scraper on it or something that weighs 120,000 pounds itself. Peterbilt's fastest semi-truck, hard to say. It really just depends. I'm a Peterbilt guy, hands down, though. I love Peterbilts. Kenworth is a close second, but I've always been a Peterbilt guy. How would you tow a truck with 2 or more trailers? I actually have a few videos out of me towing a set of doubles, so go ahead and check that out. Basically, same exact hookup. It's actually tracks better behind the truck, and by that I mean you don't have one long 53-footer trailer following you. You have 2 trailers, so it kind of follows better, if that makes sense. So you can get in a little bit tighter spots, but you can't back up. Definitely cannot back up. So that's different dynamics of hauling more trailers. How many rigs do we have? Like I said, about 33 trucks. Would you like to be running a heavy-duty rotator, Trent? You and Darrell? Oh, yeah. I'd love to run a rotator. It's just expensive, and there's no real need for them down in our valley. But maybe one day. But, yeah, rotator would be awesome. How old am I? I am 19 years old. Why do you use chain binder on Darrell's truck and regular chain when hooking up? I think you mean between me and Darrell. So Darrell uses a chain binder. It's just his personal preference. I use a chain and use the tilt to tighten it up. Just my personal preference. There's other people out there that use straps. Their personal preference. There's no real benefits. The only downside that I see to a strap is it could potentially wear on the sharp edges. So that's something I got to consider. And chain doesn't. I mean, you're it's going to be pretty hard to wear down a chain. So it's just personal preference, in my opinion. I tow in Kansas. Awesome, dude. How does your police rotation work? Is it per call or a weekly rotation? Yeah, so we're on light duty, medium duty, heavy duty, and super heavy rotations. Light duty and medium duty are, well, it all works the same. It's just different companies are on different rotations based on the amount of equipment that they have. But yeah, it's just per call. So it'll go one company, next company, next company. It'll just keep running through the rotation. And then there's a heavy duty and super heavy. Heavy duty is where it's you have to have you have to have 2 trucks. You don't have to have a 50-ton, and that's basically covers disabled trucks, winch outs, and then you have super heavy, which is rolled over trucks. You have to have a 50-ton to be on that rotation. 3 trucks. There's a couple little parameters that you have to fall within to qualify for that rotation, and that's why it's you have to have more to qualify for a super duty because it's a more extensive recovery. It's a rolled over truck. You got to have the equipment to clear the road. Are you guys hiring, and do you guys train new hires? Yeah, we're hiring. We're always hiring, and we're willing to train the right people. Are you guys going to get a rotator soon? Hard to say. I really do not know. What's the biggest thing you ever towed? Like I said, just probably an 80,000-pound truck and trailer. Nothing much heavier than that. California is really strict on their scale laws, so unless you have a permit, there's not going to be a heavier load coming through. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Glad you guys are tuning in. What happened? It keeps taking me to the very bottom of the comments. I gotta keep scrolling up. Mm-hmm. Wow, my lights just turned off. Hang on. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't skip any comments here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this live stream. Kind of different, impromptu. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to put a camera on my dad. That'd be pretty cool. See how he does it. I can't tell you where the money pit is, but it's in Indio. It's right next to Love's, off of Dillon Road. All right. Can you do? I'm assuming you mean a tour. Yeah, I'm gonna do a tour of my truck. Yeah, I've seen Highway Through Hell. It's TV. Let's just put it that way. Trent, when are you going to get a rotator? Hard to say. Century or Jerdan? Definitely Century. I love Century. I guess a better way to put that, Miller Industries or Jerdan. Jerdan's good, but I think Miller Industries is a little more user friendly. But they're both good trucks. They both have their pros and cons. And it's hard to say. Maybe if I ran rotators in both of those classes, I guess, then it might change my mind. I might be swayed to one side. Hard to say. How much does one of your tilt trailers cost? I want to say in upwards of the 100,000s. Scary watching you guys on the interstate. Why no safety cones on the white line behind the recovery vehicle? Honestly, I found that cones really do nothing. They really don't. The only thing that I found that helps is using my little lemur light on the back, beacon. That's really the only thing. I personally think that setting up cones is a waste of time, and but people do it, and if they feel safer doing it, then they do it. But I've just never done it. It's extra 5 minutes on the side of the road that I don't need to be on the side of the road. Let's see. If I didn't have finals tomorrow, I would stay longer. Good night to all. Yeah, I don't have finals tomorrow. I have finals on Thursday. How many hours you're on your truck? I don't know how many hours on my truck, but it's got 75,000 miles. Why don't you use straps? Why don't you use straps on forks and axles instead of chains? I answered that question, just personal preference and wear. Yep, we do need drivers. How many drivers do we have? I already answered that. Go to emergency brake. Got to be on for the PTO to work. No, the emergency brake doesn't have to be on. You can be moving very slowly and engage the PTO and work the controls without causing any damage, but you have to be moving really slowly. Why don't I put the safety chains in the chain pockets on the back of my truck? I do that because although it takes a little more time and a little more strength per se to pull the chains out of my chain box and drag them to the back, it doesn't scratch the chrome. The way they have it, they sit up in those pockets and they run down the tailboard of the truck. And as you're going down the road, they just slap the chrome, scratches them to death. Do you shoot guns? Oh, yeah. Love it. How long you been working for your dad? I'm 19, so 19 years. Remember the NRA? Yep. When do you plan to take over the company? When I'm done with college, and probably a little bit after that. I got to obviously get weaned into running a company, but freshman in college right now. So what is the biggest truck your company has? We have a 50-ton. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. Let's see, I got shot to the bottom again, so I gotta. Yeah, you can sponsor me. There's a link in the description. You can hit my PayPal and shoot whatever donation you want. It's not requesting it, not requiring it, but it's there if you guys feel the need to support the channel. That'd be awesome, and I would greatly appreciate it. What is the max GVWR of your truck? So my truck, it can have a gross weight of anything. So I can technically be total 180,000 pounds if I wanted to. But I cannot exceed my rear axle weights, which personally off the top of my head, I do not know that. But I know I can tow an 80,000 pound tractor trailer, no problem. How do your dispatch works between both recovery and land all dispatch? Exactly the same. It's just they just email us the call information and we roll out. I just found your channel 2 days ago. It's fantastic. Thanks for doing it. Awesome. I'm glad you found me. This channel is really growing. I'm really excited for the future. It's coming along. Darrell was in a dangerous situation. Yeah, our trucks are very active in the Indio area, so I'm glad you're noticing us. About to move to Cali and come work with you. Got experience with towing. I've run a 70-ton rotator. Yeah, come down. Definitely. We need drivers. Well, it's House of Records. Is that a brand or just company? Honestly, I have no idea. Why don't you save machine? Oh, I think I already went through some of this. I've never heard of Blue Line Rental. No. About the tow truck, how he didn't move over. Yeah, that was horrible. I go to Cal State Fullerton. Do I have blue LED lights on the boom? I actually have an RGB LED strips on both sides of the boom, so I can change to whatever color I want, but blue is kind of my personal favorite. It looks good at night. What type of record body do you use? I use a Miller Industries 7035. It shot me to the bottom again. That's irritating. Let's see. Okay. Yep. You can come drive for us. Come and apply. How many girlfriends do I have? One. In college, get a good education, and the trucks will always be there. Yes, they will. Yeah, I've rescued a tow trucks, whether it be a fellow like someone in our company or another tow company. It happens. It's if you don't think that tow trucks break down, then you're heavily mistaken. No, I can't see the smoke from Hawaii. That'd be pretty cool though. Yeah. Trent, how far east or west on I-10 do you run calls? Typically, we'll go all the way to Blythe to pick up stuff, and we'll go all the way to probably Beaumont, Ukaipa to pick up stuff. But we'll go anywhere, and we'll take stuff anywhere for the right price, of course. Have any autoloaders? And what's the weirdest thing you've had to tow? Yeah, we have autoloaders, and I'm actually going to be putting out a video pretty soon on installing a backup camera on one of those autoloaders. So stay tuned for that. And the weirdest thing that I've had to tow, ooh, that's a hard one. Honestly, probably we tow some pretty crazy stuff for Coachella Fest, like airplane, chairs, giant chairs, like 60-foot tall chairs. If you look on our website, you'll see a bunch of crazy pictures of the stuff that we tow. Do you have your full Arizona license? Oh, it's called in the States. I'm 19, just getting started. Oh, okay. So you're talking about Class A. I have a fully endorsed Class A except hazmat. I'm not old enough to have hazmat, and I can't go out of state. Do you guys, as a driver, have to shoot me to the bottom again? That stinks. Okay, here we go. Do you guys, as a driver, have to log hours for a shift like over-the-road drivers? As long as we stay within our 100-mile radius within a 30-day period, I believe, then we're exempt. So we don't go very far. So we're exempt from that. Wish your channel would grow. Well, go ahead and follow him, guys. What do you drive when you're not in a tow truck? I used to drive a 4-door Jeep Wrangler, but lifted, big tires and everything, but it wasn't economical at all. So now I drive a Ford Fusion International or Hino. Definitely Hino. I've never been a fan of International. Not the biggest fan of Hino either, but between those, Hino. I think blue would be good at night, Trent. Yeah, blue, red, green. I also have like rainbow colors on the truck that look crazy. I wish I could work for you, but I'm 13, limited Indiana. We'll give it a few years. Excellent editing of your raw footage. When I was hooking wrecks for a living and had a bad day, I swore more than a sailor driving a truck. Oh yeah, this industry teaches you to swear. If you weren't in the recovery business, what would you do? I don't know. I feel like I'd be a firefighter or something. You guys should change up the color in your trucks. Do like orange or blue or all red, maybe yellow. I mean, it'd be cool, but at the same time, we kind of build a company profile on the way that our trucks look. So they're recognizable by the whole entire valley on what our trucks look like. So that's kind of prevents us from changing any colors. It's just a scheme that we've had for a really long time. But yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that. Auto or stick, definitely stick. Although, I have driven an automatic. It's just personal preference. I feel like I have a lot more control over the truck with stick. It takes a little more skill, keeps you awake. Do you ever get beat by competition? No, not really. I think you mean, do we ever get beat to calls? No, it doesn't really work like that. We just get called by our accounts to do calls. Nothing more there. So amazing live stream and channel. Awesome. Glad you appreciate it. How is toes veneers? I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. It would be a CDL. Yeah, CDL. What was the old man's problem when you told him you had to pull his drive shaft from his Dodge with the RV? So we clearly told him that we would be bringing a tow truck to tow the whole entire unit, and we'd drop the drive shaft. We told him multiple times. He agreed to that, and then when we got there, he said that he didn't agree to that. So we were just like, we just drove 40 miles and you're mad about that. So make towing great again. That's funny. It took me to the bottom again. Put chat on slow mode. Ooh, is that a thing? Let me see. I'm working it. Let's see. All right, hang on. Let me get back up to the top here. All right, here we go. Cali is at least over 2,400 miles from Hawaii. How would you see the smoke? Wasn't my question. How is towing today? We were pretty busy today. Working with a new driver. He's a really cool dude. Do you guys tow trucks in different states? Yeah, farthest we really go is Arizona, though. Can I friend you on Facebook? Yep, bring it on. All right. One video I love is Semi got burnt down. Really good video. Love it so much. Thanks. Appreciate that. Would you be willing to meet up the next time you're in Fontana? I'm your age with Class A with a family towing biz. I want to play with the big boys, but our biggest is a 16-ton. Yeah, shoot me a message on Snapchat. Go ahead and add me on Snapchat or Facebook, Instagram, something. I'll be happy to meet up with you. How far do you guys go in the state of California? As far as we want. Typically, though, Fontana, LA. LA's company and transport. It's hard to say. I don't really have too much experience on the transport end. We got a Trump fight here. Real question, Kenworth or Peterbilt? Definitely Peterbilt. Kenworth's a close second, though. Do you float or double clutch when you're in the big trucks, and do you do any AAA work? I float the gears, no double clutch. And yeah, we do AAA light duty, and we also do AAA RVs and batteries. We're a full AAA service station, light duty to heavy duty. But we don't. Some companies do like a full AAA heavy duty where they tow like a semi for $50. We don't do that. That's crazy. That's why they use your collabs. What's your favorite platform for light wreckers, Ram or Ford or GM? We run Dodges. We've kind of had problems with all brands. So I don't really have a personal preference. I don't really drive them enough, but the Rams that we have are pretty nice. And we've had Fords and GM. They're all pretty nice. Peterbilt all day. Heck yeah. Shot me to the top. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me. Pretty consistent numbers here in terms of how many we've had. What's your favorite platform? Let's see. We actually just put a driver into our 50-ton, but we are always needing help and always willing to hire people to drive the other trucks. So if you want to come, give us your info and we'll get you going. Get you out with the requirements to be in your recovery business. Clean record, depending on what you want to do. Class A license, clean drug test, everything like that. Have you ever had a winch cable break on you? No, I've never had a winch cable break, but I've had a winch cable come out of the drum, even though I had a full wrap on it. So that was kind of cool. You tow a lot, Swifties. That's funny. Are you guys selling the bigger recovery truck? Eventually, yeah, but probably by the end of the year, it'll be for sale. What did you say? Shot me. Oh, what did you say when the guy got the truck stuck again and went over to the controls? Probably a bad word. What's your heaviest wrecker? 50-ton, 50-ton. Yeah, James, I'm ignoring everything political. What's your favorite truck? My favorite truck's my truck, my 35 ton. Trying to have a video of your grandpa running calls. Yeah, it'd be cool. We try to keep him out of the truck just because he's getting older, but he's more than capable of doing it. Yeah, Freightliner's a good truck. Trent's got the baddest towing channel on YouTube. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. So your light, medium duty, AAA, are you a primary station or auxiliary, or do they still do that? Does AAA pay any better now? We're a primary station for our area. And I mean, they pay, especially for the RV calls, they pay pretty well. I have, so I can pass FBI. What's your top pick, Sentry, Vulcan, or Judan? Sentry, definitely Sentry. I sent you a friend request on Facebook. All right, I'll get to that. I'll accept a bunch of. I usually do them in bulk, so I'll just go boom, 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 and accept them all. How annoyed do you get when guys release a Kingpin? Pretty annoyed. I don't understand their mentality in doing it. It makes no sense. You have a video of the winch cable coming off the drum. No, I wasn't recording that, and I probably wouldn't even post it. I'm surprised he even said that, but it happens. I watched your video at school and got sent to detention. Oh, God, that sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully it was worth it. Hey, Tyler. Would rotator be a possibility in the future? Yeah, I'd say in the future it'd probably be a possibility. Anyone who hates pause towing gets sent to... Ever get a tow truck stuck pulling out anything? I've actually never gotten my truck stuck, but I mean, it'll probably happen at some point, but I haven't got my truck stuck. Did you guys ever get a Century 5130 or 4024 single axle? Yeah, probably to replace the 16 ton at some point. We'd probably get something along those lines. What's the oldest and newest truck that you have? Our oldest truck is our 2001 Peterbilt, otherwise known as the Blue Pete. You guys have seen that and heard it, I'm sure. That's our oldest truck in the fleet. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to get rid of that at some point. And our newest truck is probably all of our flatbeds. We just bought 5 2018 Freightliners and 2 2018 Dodge self-loaders. So those are the newest trucks. Would you drive a Volvo Wrecker? I think, personally, Volvo Wreckers are... I don't know. I just don't like the look of them, but I'm sure they get the job done. So I wouldn't. I mean, I sound spoiled when I'm saying I wouldn't drive that truck. I'd drive anything to get the job done. But I'm definitely a Peterbilt guy. Do I have any Zach lifts? No Zach lifts, and I also don't have any experience running them. I like when you towed the Ram and RV at the same time. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Long-time viewer, first caller. What's your favorite non-tow truck? You mean like my favorite? Just like car in general, or like our battery trucks? See if I can answer that later. Friend request sent. All right, cool. I'll get to that. Century and Peterbilt go hand in hand. Definitely do. I agree. What's your favorite Century model? I would love to have a 50-ton Century, a newer one, I guess you would say, because I like my truck because it's all LED lighting and it's well worked out. So in a perfect world, a 50-ton Century would be awesome, brand new. But you know, Century Peterbilt go hand down. If you get a rotator, will it be Miller Industries or Jordan? Hard to say. We've always been pretty much Miller Industries, but we got Darrell's Jordan, so we'd probably go and demo them both and see. Did your brother's school use the Skylift to change the gym lights? Yeah, they did. They actually came out pretty cool. Do you plan on getting married soon? No. Could we do a video together sometime? I'm down in San Diego. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. No swearing in Soviet Russia. What's crazy off-road turns into a lot more. But we did have that 8-hour recovery up in Shirako Summit where a tractor trailer got stuck like 2 miles down a dirt road 2 times in 21 years. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's your favorite Century model? Probably a 50-ton. Let's see. It sent me to the top again. How big is our shop? We have like a 4,000 square foot shop. I have followed this channel since the first video was posted on YouTube. I appreciate everything you and Darrell do. I think your dad and grandfather could make videos if they want to. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you for the kind words. The good old Blue Pete is badass. That's trucks Jake is mean. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. What type of truck and lift is Darl's rig? Darl is a Peterbilt 567 with a Giordan with a side puller. I don't have a side winch, but Darl's truck does. Yeah, favorite car. Sorry for wording. I've had my eyes on a Mustang with a 5.0 for a while, and I've also had my eyes on a Corvette C7. Those are long shots, but those are pretty cool cars. Definitely an American car guy. How many girls have you pulled this year? Realistic. I'm not answering that. Freightliner International, Freightliner. Do you guys ride dirt bikes, four-wheelers, extra? I've ridden dirt bikes, don't do it as much as I used to, and I'm working on a two-seater joiner sandrail with a turbo. Working on the clutch on that right now. What's the heaviest rotator can pull? All depends on the rating of the rotator. If it's 50 ton, it can technically lift 50 tons, but that's pretty much in a perfect world. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Do you ever watch other towing company videos? I watch about 6 others, but yours is one of my favorites. The only 2 that I know about are Ron and Malachi, and I'm both cool with them. Ron's channel has exploded, so good for him. I want to get up there, so help me out with that, guys. And Malachi's a cool guy. What happened? Just shot me to the top again. Can't beat a Century 1150R. Yeah, you can. You can get a 75 ton. Why doesn't Darl's truck have no cameras? It actually does, but he just doesn't use them. I don't know why. Just personal preference for him. I had a winch cable come off the spool on 100-foot over the side. It was a long fall down. Eesh, that sucks. How many rollbacks do you have? I believe we have like 8 rollbacks. How much do one of those new trucks cost? They can cost anywhere from $350,000 to $750,000. Why don't you get a rotator? Just not really a need for it here. We have wide open highways, and just most of the stuff goes out in the desert anyway, so it's not real tight here. Well, you have to get rid of the Blue Pete because of the emissions. Yeah, unfortunately. Would you want to put amber strobe lights on your own car? No, not. I deal enough with amber strobe lights at work. I don't want it on my personal car. How do you like the Halo so far? I love it. I personally think that people look at me and think, what is that alien doing on the side of the road? And that's what gets them to slow down, but it's very effective. And it provides lighting for me too when I'm dropping drive stuff and stuff. Honest question, how are you so nice? It just putting out a good company image pays dividends in the end. Okay, Mustang with the Coyote 5.0 is awesome. I'd probably go with the C7 though. Yeah, I mean, 4 seats, 2 seats. It's kind of, I need to do a little more research on it, but it'd be pretty cool. What other hobbies do you do for a living? Off-roading, shooting, flying RC planes, RC cars, reloading. But I'm very diverse in my hobbies. Let's just go with that. Is Money Pit by the Loves or TA? It's Loves, right by Loves. Been driving and towing for a third of my life. I am not as nice as you. I can be mean at times. That's where I just don't post the video. I know this is a political question, but Chevy, I am definitely a Chevy guy. In terms of trucks, let's go with that. I'll say Chevy for trucks. Hard to say for cars. I drive a Ford car, but Chevy for trucks for sure. What's going on, buddy? Working hard or hardly working? Hardly working right now. Just reading your guys' awesome comments. What Ron is it? Only one Ron that I know of. In America, tow truck pull can. You 3 should meet sometime and swap stories on. Yeah, that'd be cool. You guys have for single car wreckers? We just run Freightliners and 2 Hinos with Miller Industries beds. Trent, can you come to Michigan one day? If I'm there, I'll definitely hit you up. Could I work there part-time? I have a Class A. Yeah, come and talk to us. We'll try to work something out. Okay. Hey, Zach, can you do more driving videos? Yeah, I try to. Honestly, though, once I'm done with towing stuff, I just want to get that helmet off my head and just relax, listen to music. But yeah, I'll get some more driving footage. How many calls do you get on the Choco Summit a month? A lot. It's pretty good. Majority of our calls come from there. Do you watch Highway Through Hell? Yeah, I watch Highway Through Hell. It's dramatized. That's all I got to say about it. It's all about PR. Yep, you got that right, Lee. What's up with roundabout on 52? People didn't know to when I was there. Yeah, people run into a roundabout here and they don't know what to do. California emission laws are insane. Just saying. Yep, I totally agree. Do the emergency brake on a tow truck does need for the PTO to work? Just asking. Write me back on here. I answered your question earlier, but no, the PTO and emergency brake does not need to be on for the PTO to be engaged. It's all about the professionalism and the company image that can make or break a company. Yep, we definitely have a good reputation down here in the valley. Hi Trent, Hardy, hi James, got my CDL. Hey Trent, I want to say good work on your videos and keep up the good work. And thanks to you, I've gotten my license and drive a tow truck. Can't wait to start working. Awesome, dude. Happy for you. Thanks for watching. What motor is in my P? I just Cummins ISX, 450 horse. Do you know I'm proud you need to do with him? Yeah, I'd love to get him to work with me. That'd be pretty cool. I think everyone knows who he is. I get so many comments about him. I just delete them, to be honest. It's everyone knows who he is. So. How hard is it to get under a big semi truck? Depends. Like these big stretched out Peterbilts are really easy to get under because they don't have these dumb fairings 2 inches off the ground. But the new Freightliners are really hard to get under because they have the fairings. Do you prefer hauling the flatbed or the wrecker? I like both. There's times where I like flatbed because it's easy to just run the equipment up and chain it down. And then there's times I like the wrecker, especially for wrecks for that matter. When can you get your CDL? You can get it at 18, but you can't go out of state till you're 21. You can stay with me to get a chest mount for your GoPros for driving. Honestly, though, the chest mounts are right down in the steering wheel, so in my opinion, it doesn't really turn out to be a great angle, but I can look into it. Quick question, when did I start using GoPro? Probably like 5 months ago. What kind of trucks does the company have? We have Freightliners, he knows, a lot of Peterbilts, one Kenworth. We have a Volvo, Ford, International. We have pretty much everything. How much power does truck make? 450 horse. What do you think about Mack? Never driven one. Never towed one, actually. Well, I've towed a few, but I don't. It's probably has a part to do with the fact that they're not very. There's not a lot of them down in our valley, and I know they use them for like heavy duty chassis. So that's pretty cool. But I don't have a whole lot of experience with them, so I can't really say much for them. But they're pretty clean looking trucks. Did you hear about the trucks with rocks that overturned the cop fire? No, I didn't. Has Spirit Ride came to California August 29th. We're not hosting the event. Another company in the valley, little small company called Tow Medic Towing, is going to be hosting the event, but we're going to be a part of it. So I'll go ahead and get footage of that. Don't worry. How do you figure out your rates for each tow? Heavy, medium, light duty. It's honestly just a flat rate that gets thrown together based on a bunch of variables, whether we have to pull axles, driveline, the extent of the damage, how far. It's just, there's not really, a lot of people ask, what's the rate per mile? We don't do that because you can have let's say you have a 5 mile tow and your going rate per mile is, well, I shouldn't say that. Let's say you have a 100-mile tow and your base rate per mile is $50 a mile. I'm just throwing numbers out there. So you get $500 for that tow for 100 miles. And let's say that's a good rate, everything given in terms of operational costs. But then you have to spend an hour. No, let's just say you have to spend 30 minutes pulling the axles. You're not really getting paid for that, if that makes sense. So we just kind of come up with our own rate. The code I like was the guy that went off the road in a Kenworth and he was thinking. I haven't been in the videos just because I've been super busy, so I've been using Darrell's footage. Who edits your videos and what software is used? I edit my videos personally, and I use Adobe Premiere. How do dispatch work between both recovery and Landau? Same exact way. They just take all the information down and email it to us when the call is ready to be dispatched. Former tow truck operator where my dad still worked at City Towing. Nice. Try next time you drive the P, can you make more driving time with the truck? Yeah, for sure. I'll get that done. Why is your call sign Quebec on the radio? We just use phonetic alphabet for our call signs. So I'm Quebec, Daryl's Charlie, my dad's Romeo. We all just do that rather than saying our name. It just kind of sounds awkward on the radio. So we just say Quebec 97, which means we're on site. 98, we're done. It's just quick little lingo to make dispatching more efficient. Do you like the way Malachi straps down the front end of Big Rig with those straps and not chains? I don't mind it. I think it's perfectly secure. Like I said, though, it has potential to wear. You just got to keep an eye on the straps. And he has those strap protectors on there, so I'm sure that helps a lot. But you just got to keep an eye on it. It's definitely quicker, in my opinion. But I like chains. That's the way I was taught. I'm probably going to keep doing it that way. Let's see. Have you looked in the helmet cams that firefighters use? I've always used a GoPro. I've just always used GoPro, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. What's the heaviest thing you rear towed? Hard to say. I've towed a few trash trucks rear towed, and those were really heavy. Between Volvo and Kenworth, yeah, Kenworth, definitely Kenworth. How about a video showing your call dispatch center? Yeah, I could do that. That'd be pretty cool. Will you make a walk around video of your truck telling us a bit more about the equipment and what it's used for in what situation? Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be doing that this weekend probably. Curious why you chain machines the way you do. Loop through the tie down point, hook to binder, and pull slack in the chain pocket. In my opinion, not in my opinion, for starters, it tightens up the slack a lot quicker than if you just ran it single to the binder. So you're running it to the binder and then to the chain pocket, so it pulls up all the extra slack. So you only do a few cranks and then it's already tight. And in my opinion, it's just more secure. A lot of people kind of bag me for the way I do that, but I've always done it. Never had any problems. Never had a chain break in my life. And Darl does it the same way, and he's been doing it a lot longer than I have. Never had a chain break. So, has anyone got hurt doing a tow? No, we haven't had anyone hurt personally. I mean, sure, minor injuries like a cut on the finger or something, but nothing like people getting hit by cars or anything. So we're fortunate for that. So hopefully we keep it that way. Message retracted. Hopefully you didn't have that message. I see your Snapchat when you wash your truck. Is there a way you can make a video of how you do it? Yeah, I'm waiting for my truck to get a little more dirty, and then I'm going to do a whole washing video on how I wash my truck. Hopefully you guys realize how clean I keep my truck. I take pride in the way I keep my truck, and I spend like 2 hours washing my truck when I do it. So yeah, I'll definitely do a video on how I keep my truck clean. Would you recommend a tow truck driver has a good job in the future? You definitely got to love what you do, and it's hard on families. I can tell you that. Not from personal experience, but I can see it in our drivers. I mean, we definitely work with them, but it's hard on a family. Do you have to have a degree for towing? No, you don't. You just high school diploma. You probably don't even need that. Do you have to have a degree for towing? Have Wishes on Wheels came to California? I honestly don't know what that sounds. I mean, obviously it sounds like a charity event, and given that I haven't heard about it, I don't think they've come to California, but they might have. Why do you take pictures when you have the same shot on your GoPro? Pictures, my phone takes it in the exact resolution for the thumbnails for the YouTube, so I use that, and then I just use them for personal use, post them on Facebook or whatever. How much does one of the winch cable cost? Probably like $500 for a 300-foot spool of cable, 250-foot spool of cable. How often do you get a rollover? It depends. Sometimes we've had 3 rollovers in one day. Sometimes we have gone a month without having a rollover. It really depends. Message retracted because of misspelled. That's cool. Do you have a brother or sister who is in the towing company? I have a brother, but he's not in the towing company. Whose idea was it to start the channel? Mine. It was my personal idea. I just one day took my GoPro along and was like, oh, record this, see what happens. posted a video. That was when I did music, and that was a big mistake because it copyrighted the whole channel. But we're past that. What boots do you use? I use the Wolverine BOA closure system. Look that up on Amazon. You'll find them. You could get your truck dirtier by going to the money pit, lol. Honestly, though, as soon as I go to the money pit and I get back to the yard, I put Armor All on and I spray wax all the dust off of it. And most of the time I'll pull extra cables so I don't get into the deep parts of the money pit. It's very hard on the family, I know firsthand. Yep, definitely. Pagers. No, we just use cell phones. I want to be a tow truck driver, but my dad won't let me. How hot does it get there where you're at? In the summers at its peak, 126 degrees. It sucks. Do you use Lyft or Uber? I've used Uber before. Well, I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. Hopefully see more of these. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. That's cool. You guys have airlines in the back of the tow truck. Yeah, we need airlines. If we don't have airlines, we won't be able to tow a lot of things. Everyone does it differently. I've done it the other way. It works fine for me. Yep. Just personal preference. Love your boots. Yeah, I love them. I actually need some new pairs. They're starting to wear down a little bit. Darrell sounds a bit like the comedian Norm Macdonald. I'll have to look him up because I don't know who he is, but that's pretty funny. Did you guys have a channel before this one? Yeah, we did. Referring to chain securement. Yeah, I know what you meant. It's just personal preference. Xbox or PlayStation? Honestly, I've always had an Xbox growing up, but I would definitely buy a PlayStation if I had to buy one. But I do PC gaming if that makes a difference. Instead of using Armor All, you should use Chemical Guys, VRP, Tire Shine. Honestly, I've never been impressed with Chemical Guys products from what I hear, but I'd be willing to try it. But I have a Armor All by, I can't even think of the name. I'll show it in that detailing video. But I say Armor All as a generic brand, but I personally use a different product that doesn't attract dirt as much as Armor All would. So that's my personal go. Trying to have you towed military vehicles? No, I haven't, but I'm sure you know that those military vehicles from 29 Palms are all over the place, but I haven't towed them. They use their own tow trucks, though, for the most part. What was the longest tow you did? City of Industry is probably the farthest I've gone, given that I can't go out of state. I'm kind of limited, but we go to Phoenix a lot. Ever cage the brakes on a full tractor trailer? Yeah, I have. It sucks. It really does. But typically what I'll do is I'll have to cage the tractor brakes and run emergency air to the trailer. What type of Milwaukee tools do you have? I have the 1,400 foot-pounds impact gun, and then I have a wood cutting saw, like a big, like a skill saw basically, and then I have the grease gun. The grease gun, I just got that, and it makes wonderful, wonderful use of greasing a truck. What do you think of the size of the airport there? Where? Tell me what city. Maybe Palm Springs? Do you guys have any medium duties on plant leaves? Oh, you mean like running on like a alternative fuel? No, we don't. We just run diesel, if that's what you meant. The thing I never understood about California is how do news reporters, businesses... it shot me the thought. Hang on. Coming back. News reporters, businesses, people wear heavy suits in the summer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we wear our pants and long sleeve, and it gets pretty hot, but it keeps us protected. When I'm about 26, I might apply at Plaza Towing. How good are your company's trucks? I think you guys who are watching can attest for me and kind of back me up on this, that our trucks are in immaculate condition. No rust, no scratches, basic scratches, like, equipment's getting used, so it's going to get scratched a little bit. But for the most part, equipment's immaculate, always clean. So go ahead and vouch for me on that, hopefully. Are y'all hourly or commission? So we get paid hourly when we're not running a call and commission when we are running a call. What PC games you play? Arma 3, Fortnite. I play Battlegrounds, all those games. Are you much of a sports fan? I'm not a huge sports fan, but I like watching football, basketball. Do you guys use tablets for AAA light duty and medium duty? Not for medium duty, but for light duty and battery service, we use tablets. Can I come to work for you guys? Yep, come and apply. Would you ever come to Maryland if I had a reason to? Do you ever go south to South Dakota, I'm assuming? Well, that wouldn't be south, so maybe San Diego, I'm assuming. Yeah, we take stuff to San Diego. We take stuff to the border a lot. Chemicals, guys, VRP tire shine works pretty good, but I don't use it on the truck because our yard is just dirt. Well, you know how that goes playing the yard after a hot day. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys my product that I use, but I've used it for a while now, and it doesn't really attract the dust very bad. Do you guys ever haul to any ag equipment to Arizona? Yeah, we actually do. We tow a lot of stuff from the RDO dealer into Arizona. Did I work today? No, I had 2 finals today. What tools would you recommend for getting for semis? Driveline sockets, a good breaker bar, a nice impact gun, good set of air fittings, like the quick connects. Those would be good for towing semis. Do you prefer chains or... Hang on, coming back up. Do you prefer chains or heavy-duty straps running heavy medium-duty tows with the underlift? Just picked up an extremely stretched Pete 388 Miller Gen 2 DTU and sometimes have trouble with tightening tie-down chains completely at times. So what I do is I prefer chains, and I tilt it all the way down, run my chains as tight as I can, tilt it up to about level, and that gets me pretty tight. I used to have trouble getting them tight, but recently I've kind of perfected my system, in my opinion, and I'm decently quick at it. I'm sure some of you guys have been watching. When I first started, I came up with this system, and I was a little slow. I would do it the wrong way one time, had to take it all down. So I've gotten a lot better, in my opinion. Who decides where things go on the trucks, and what point do you replace equipment on the trucks? The trucks come spec'd from the factory in a pretty base way, and then we can move stuff where we want them. So, like, for example, all of my straps were in one spot, and I moved them to the driver's side. All of my, there, you know what I mean. Hang on. It was unstable, so hopefully you guys heard that. Who decided? Okay, I already read that one. Can you do a gaming video one day? Probably not, honestly. It's a towing channel. Maybe on a different channel if I start one. How many trucks do you have? We have 33 trucks. In the last videos, the truck looked great, especially the Peterbilt 389. Yeah, I'd keep that truck spotless. When do you work weekends or weekdays? It all depends. 5 days on, 2 days off. It's pretty much standard. How old am I? 19. Why do you have a sleeper in your truck? Longer wheelbase to tow heavier loads. And it provides more room, more storage. That's where I keep all my cleaning products, by the way, under the sleeper. Trent, if you don't mind, but what are you trying to major in? Business administration. You guys tow truck? Do you guys tow trucks to San Jacinto? Yeah, we'll tow anything. Anything, anywhere. Have you ever stalled your Pete? I've never stalled my truck, but I have stalled a truck before. Actually, I take that back. I have stalled my truck. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I stalled my truck because I left in gear, set the brake, released the clutch, and installed it. So, not my proudest moment. Where is your play buttons from YouTube? I don't know what you mean. Maybe the little things that they send you. I don't think you get those till you're 100,000 subscribers. Y'all have a rotator. Could I do a ride along with you? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be happy to do that. Would you rather use a flatbed or a rotator flatbed? Never run a rotator flatbed, but it seems pretty cool. I don't see any use for it, though, given the extremely higher price. Hey, what's up, Trent? Hey, dude, what's up? Have you ever slept in it? No, I've never slept in my sleeper, although there's times where our drivers have, just because they get home from Fontana at whatever, 3 in the morning or 5 in the morning, and they just sleep there till 8 o'clock. Do you plan on taking over the business someday or starting your own? Yeah, I'll take over the business one day. Does your guys' cat dealer have an ag equipment, or is it just a lot of construction equipment? Our cat dealer here in Salinas is mainly ag. The cat dealer right down the street is all construction equipment, and then the cat dealer down in El Centro is ag. Hey, Trent, why did you quit driving and had that guy do your place? I thought it's pretty good. No, I haven't quit driving. I've just been really busy with school. So starting on Thursday, it'll be mainly me. What's the fastest you ever gone in your Pete? It maxes out at 85, and the only reason I was doing that is because we were responding to a person trapped in a semi. So um, I don't condone it, but it happens. Do you bring your truck home? Sometimes. If I go to Fontana and it's my house comes before I get to the yard on my way back from Fontana, then I'll take it back to the house really quick. What truck did you use for the drive test, and do you have a detachable lowboy? No detachable lowboys, and I use the Kenworth for the drive test. Do you have a dog? Yeah, I have a Australian Shepherd Poodle mix. Trent, can you send me a hat, a plaza towing? I will send you the money. Actually, we're going to be putting an order of hats, so hopefully I can put up like a little store where you guys can do that. Have you towed a Cat 660? I'm not familiar with. Oh, is that the semi truck? Like a Cat 660? I think that's a model. Don't know. I have not towed any Caterpillar trucks. What do you think about the other towing channels like Ron Pratt? I think he does a great job. I don't have any gripes against him other than that he's a bigger channel than me. But he's a cool guy. I've talked to him a little bit. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's a great guy. Hi from Greenwich, Connecticut. Yes. Yeah, I've never towed a Caterpillar truck. I hate when you have to tow RVs and the owners let their anger out on you. I know. I have a YouTube channel. What do you recommend to get my subscribers up? I vlog, but it's hard when I have school. I always look forward to watching your videos. Attractive thumbnails, audience interaction, like live streams like this, and just keep posting. Post. Stay consistent. Like, for example, I always post at 9 a.m. So I'm sure you guys know 9 a.m. rolls around that you can look around for my videos. And if something hasn't been posted, then something probably won't be posted that day. But I try to stay consistent. Have you ever towed a police car, fire truck, or ambulance? I haven't personally, but we do tow all those for the city. Have you towed any diesel pushers with your wrecker? Yeah, I have. I've towed a diesel pusher with my wrecker. It's harder than doing it on a Landau, though. Hey, buddy. All right, guys. Well, I am going to let this go for like 2 more minutes. So I'm going to answer any last-minute questions, and then I'm going to sign off. Good little hour question-and-answer session here. So hopefully I answered all you guys' questions. So go ahead and get in your last questions, and I'll go ahead and bang those out really quick. Why don't you put blue and red lights on your truck and light bar like the cops have? Not legal in California, unfortunately. Do you ever go to Northern California? Yeah, we'll go to Northern California. You're awesome, dude. Keep up the good work and keep the videos coming. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Caltrain guy's funny. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He's pretty funny. I got to go. Have a good day, Trent. Thanks for watching, man. Have a good one. See you later, Tyler. What do you guys think about the Caltrans guy? He's pretty funny. Will you be doing more of these? Yeah, I plan on doing more of these. Great Q&A. Thanks. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Is there merch for us to buy? Eventually there will be. I'm working on that, so stay tuned for that. Try and go for your dreams, whatever you're going to college. Congratulations. Thanks, man. Hashtag Plaza Towing. I like that. What parts of Northern Cali? Sacramento. We'll go up there. Have a good night and keep the videos coming. I recently started to do heavy towing myself. Awesome. Glad you're in the heavy towing world. Be safe. Have a good night, man. Thanks for watching. Is the towing at the festival over? Yeah, we're done. We finished last week. Hectic, like 6-7 weeks of build up for the festival. Keep up the good work and be safe out there. Thanks, man. What's your degree in? Business administration. Hey, Dodge buddy. Thanks, Tyler. If any of you guys are just signing in, unfortunately, we are ending this live stream here in a few minutes, just trying to answer some last-minute questions. But if you got anything, go ahead and shoot it really quick. Later, man. I'll let you go. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks for watching. Companies send you stuff to try. Yeah, so companies always send me stuff to try. Halo Light was sent to me to try. My Milwaukee impact gun was sent for me to try. I got a backup camera that I'm going to be doing a video on soon. That was sent to me to try. All the Zephyr products were sent to me to try. So it's pretty cool. I love reviewing products and giving you guys honest opinions on them. Do you have bumper stickers? No, I don't have any bumper stickers. That'd be pretty cool though. Would you repost your older videos? Unfortunately, I don't have the older videos. They just vanished. So good night, man. Stay safe out there. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Could we send you stuff? Yes. If you would like to send me anything, the address is going to be in the description of any of the past videos and the description of this video, so go ahead and check that out. But go ahead and go to the most recent video and the address will be in the description. And then if you guys do send me anything, just go ahead and shoot me an email so I know that it's coming so I can keep an eye out for it. Do you have any Plaza Towing 30 for sale? You mean like merch? Unfortunately, right now we don't, but eventually we will. Thanks for streaming and answering my questions. Does Dad own the company? Yep, my dad owns the company. Send me a message when you end the stream. I want to set up a ride-along and putting in the app to drive heavy. Go ahead and send me a message. I'm sure my phone blew up when I did this from all you guys. So just go ahead and send me a message, please. That would be greatly appreciated. I'll get to you. When is your next video? Thursday. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, merch will be coming soon, hopefully. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, go ahead and check out the description for the address if you guys want to send me anything. Go ahead and check out the PayPal link. Some of you guys are asking if you could sponsor me. Not requiring it. No, by no means do you need to sponsor this channel, but any donations will go straight into this channel. So go ahead and check that out. I really appreciate you guys staying tuned with me for an hour. Hopefully I answered all your guys' questions. And let's just keep this channel growing. Share, 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 like, comment, comment, comment. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.